you actually just do a film thing, or just shot around and it looks like it's a show?
Today we did it was a practice, but it was mainly concepts. We worked on all of our offensive stuff we're trying to do, and then we broke down some defensive concepts. So they got a little sweat in, able to work on some things, not totally live, but enough where we're just seeing things, working on habits.
What is the point guard situation?
Elfrid went through today's workout, and I think we're calling it probable.
Yep.
And Frank is still having some soreness there, so at this point is probably doubtful.
He's had a groin injury before. Do you want to be careful with them and maybe take it a long-term approach rather than trying to get it back and drying?
Yeah, it was something last year that he dealt with, and it got pretty bad last year and kept him out. This year, it's as he feels it now, he's got a better feel for when to slow it down, and he's been able to manage it where it's only been for maybe miss a game or two, and then he's able to come back.
So just to clarify, it's a re-aggravation of the previous injury? Okay.
It's kind of the same thing he's had going.
So Elfrid would regain.
If Elfrid is available and healthy, then he would start tomorrow.
I mean, Dennis put up this box score looked really good, but there were mistakes, some turnovers. Is there one thing that you want to see more from Dennis?
No, I think he did a good job last night. I think you look and he had steals, he had assists, he scored the ball, he played, he was executing the game plan. I think Dennis, it's like most players, it's just continuing to build and play to his strengths all the time, and as we do that, is we keep adding things on there of how to help his teammates and do other things, which you're seeing by the assists and things that he's doing a good job with it.
Mike, I think you said last week for development's sake, you don't need to give these guys 25 minutes a night every game. Is there a number in your mind that is like kind of necessary for them to play enough to be able to say, okay, they're still getting experience, they're still getting development in game?
I don't think so. I think it's more about the quality when you get to a certain point. I think, you go through a period, you've got to get out there and play, and then I think a lot of it to really take the next step is about the quality of the minutes and how productive you are and what role you're playing, and those minutes mean something.
How would you evaluate RJ's play yesterday? It seems like he started out really strong and then he had a little bit less playing time in the second half.
He didn't play the last 5 minutes, but other than that, I think he played his normal. He's right around, that low 30 is about where he's been. So, no, I thought he played well. As we went through it, he played more on the ball, and so he had long stretches early. They didn't get broken up like they normally do. But I thought he played well. I thought he did a really good job as he went out, how he played with the ball, things that he did. Yeah, I thought he had a good game.
He's more comfortable playing on the ball than he is off of it when he
Yeah, I think he's, I think he's able to do both. I do. I think he's equally comfortable being able to, he likes the ball in his hands, but again, the hardest guys to guard, I think of guys like Devin Booker, ball's in his hands, he's playing off the ball, he's really difficult to defend because how do you game plan that? He's not in one spot, he's not on one side of the floor, he's all over the place. He's coming off handoffs, he's coming off screens, he's initiating. To me, that's the hardest place to guard scorers is when you don't know where they're going to be.
RJ's obviously been on the ball for most of his career up until this year. The caliber player that he was. Is part of the learning curve for him learning how to play off the ball?
I think that's kind of a natural progression for all players, because I think all players that have been high-level players that really score have had the ball in their hands most of the time, and then they're that's the kind of the next phase as he continues to build and develop.
When you have all 3 point guards healthy, would you have to put Frank off the ball a little more?
It's just going to depend on the game. That was one thing we were doing with those guys when they're all healthy. We had games where it was really the thing to do is to use them, at times where one of them could play off the ball just for the defensive. purposes, and what it it created some other things offensively, just having another penetrator.
When you're trying to figure out how to use like RJ, you go through the league and look for comps to him as like models about what kind of role you want to give him, what kind of like plays you need to give him.
I think you can do that to some degree, but I think he's a young guy. He has what he feels comfortable with, and I think we try to keep building on that. And he can pick things from other things that he sees, and he's a smart guy. He's a smart player. He's going to start picking those things up too, because his position, he's guarding either the top scorer or the second leading scorer probably every night. So he's learning things based on playing against it, and then he gets a chance to see it afterwards on film again. Say it again?
Do you think Harden last night was an education for him?
Well, sure. I mean, anybody that has the feel for the game that he has, and how he can control a game, and how he can pick his spots to involve others, or go on his own, certainly.
When you throw Alonzo in there for the final 5-6 minutes and he hits 2 or 3 pointers, I mean, does that impress you at all? Or, he just seems to still be a shooter, despite the fact that he never plays the best. I mean, how is that impressive, or did you just expect it?
Well, I mean, we've seen it. I mean, that's one thing we know with him is 2 things I would say. We believe in all the guys. We know we can put them in situations, and we call on him, and he goes out there and does what he does. So that's a credit to him. He puts the work in. He was over here early today getting extra work. He goes to the gym early. He stays late. He's constantly working at being a pro. And he got a chance last night. He did well with his opportunity.